Yeah, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining the Decoders Live. Today I have Trust from the Hockeybears community, but before that, I will recap what the Decoders channel is. And it's a decentralized YouTube channel. So we every time we produce a video, we're gonna share the revenue with our holders, and you're gonna by holding your NFT, you will get access to those features and content creators tools that we keep developing along the way. Basically, if you want to join us on Twitter, on YouTube, on the YouTube live, we will see your comment and we will interact with you more easily than the Twitter live. And but we will also monitor them. So yeah, if you want to comment on YouTube, that would be perfect. That's it. That's all I have to say about Decoders. And now I will welcome Phil from the the Beer Radio. And we're gonna talk about like the Hockeybears community and even like the content creation in general. So welcome, cheers, man.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped about this.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, going live for the first time, so it's really nice. Really excited, really pumped. Thank you to everyone at home listening. Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah, love you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. Is in the chat. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see it. What's up? Yeah, that's good. What's up, fam? They're here. You have your early supporters, man. That's cool. Yeah, look at that.
Yes, Sammy has been helping a lot with the marketing on.
Nice.
So it's really cool, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, so like again, like to introduce to people that don't know you, all of them, they don't know you exactly. So yeah, who you are, what you're doing, and explain everything.
Okay, so I'm Trust. I've been in the Solana space for about a year. One thing about me is I'm really a team player. I've been playing sports all my life, but I've preferred team sports. Like I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make it, but I want to make it as a team. Like I'm a big, like for example, the Bear community is always behind me, always there, and I want to make it together. So whichever community I'm in, I'm always a team player. I want to all make it. You know what I mean? I also host a podcast on YouTube. It's called the Bear Hug Radio. It's just basically a chill space to get to know the coolest people in the NFT space. Anywhere from project managers, project owners, alpha hunters, mods, artists, YouTubers, influencers, the grinders, you know what I mean? Everyone that is cool. You even have the traders, even the investors, people that are just there to invest, talk about everything that's happening in the space, but really I really enjoy getting to know people, the stars of the Solana if you want, but it's really about finding the diamonds in the space, people that like are grinding in the background and that people don't know about. It's also
exactly.
It's also a space to like get to know people and help the new people that are in the space, because if you talk about your experience, like learning about the OGs in the space, sharing knowledge, and making sure that they don't do the same mistakes, basically.
So like you started crypto before like the NFT bull market, or
to be honest, like I started crypto pretty much at the same time as NFTs. Like I think you see people online making a lot of money, and then you're kind of skeptical at first, but then you slowly get into it. For me, like I started my journey on like YouTube, getting to know like what is this, like it's funny because Head Sauce was one of the first guys I listened to, his 1.5 flip channel, and it was after Cody, like Grish, Jerzy, Ragnar was actually the first Discord I went to, like his Patreon. So yeah. But
that's cool, and that's pretty cool that you had Ed Source as a guest on your space, right? On your live.
Yeah, exactly.
The YouTube channel. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Go full circle, man. I really enjoyed it. He's a really cool dude, man. We talked for like 2 hours, and it was a really cool time. Really enjoyed it. You know.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of content that you have on your channel. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so but basically, like what I like with your channel is like it's completely branded, like with Okabe, the Okabe project, OKB's project. So why did you choose to do that?
Oh, you mean like
Yeah, see,
this? Yeah,
you're on
man.
point, man.
Yeah. So if you can't see, like this is my bear actually.
Yeah.
I've been toying around with the logo a bit. I have like in real life I'm actually a teacher, so one of my students actually made me this. It's really cool. Like she basically sketched the bear head and then like modified it and stuff like that. Is super badass. So yeah, it's
Nice.
really
That's
cool
cool.
because if you want a bear, you own the IP rights, you know, so you can use it for your brand, you can use it for your company and stuff like that to a certain extent. And yeah, that's what's pretty cool about it. You know, some people don't even know that that's a thing, right?
Yeah. Like honestly, like it's. I never went into the OKB's project because like didn't really understand the hype around it when they minted. Because like the branded project meta kind of like I completely slipped over, and then like when it reached like 50 soul 80 soul, and I said okay, maybe a good project I miss. So yeah, like what is it from the inside that you like from that project, and what the founders are actually doing with that
Okay.
project?
I mean, OK Bears from the beginning, I knew it was like OKB was different, you know, like from the
Mm-hmm.
mint or even before the mint, I got inside the Discord. The first thing that popped to me was the art. Okay. The art was amazing. It was like nothing ever we've seen, you know, like nothing to any of the other art projects, but this is like a branding project, right? And the art was really insane. But when I got into the Discord pre-mint, the hype was like crazy. People were talking about it. It's the next board ape of Solana and stuff like that. It was super big, right? So honestly, like I minted my bear. I was really lucky, but I would have bought more if it didn't skyrocket like crazy. In a week, it
Mm-hmm.
reached like 250, and yeah, so I didn't have a sniper, and I couldn't like click fast enough and stuff like that. I was priced out really quickly. But
Mm-hmm.
basically, like what I really like about the Bears, I mean, there's so many things. First of all, the founders are super solid. Kais, okay, who's basically the
Yes.
voice of the project. If you didn't know, like in the event in New York City, he was actually the only founder that talked at the Magic Eden event. You know, where Magic Eden had
That's
like a
cool.
big like piece of the pie, I guess. You know, but Kais is super solid. Every time you hear him in the Discord and on Twitter and stuff, man, you know, like he's kind of has that voice, you know, similar to Frank and stuff like that, or Tyos,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like to Soulport Tom. Whenever he talks, man, you believe in the project, man. You're like, man, this he knows what he's doing, the vision, it goes really far. And Sumbi's in like the background, right? He's the machine. He's like making sure everything is on point, man. Subi's
Nice.
awesome. He's one of my favorite OK Bears. But basically, the OK Bears, they have a big war chest. You know, like they skyrocketed, but a lot of people were trading it, and they're pretty much good. They don't need royalties for the next 2 3 years to like function,
Yeah.
which not a lot of projects can say that, you know. And he talked about it recently, where he doesn't want the holders to pay for it, right, for the next collection or whatever is coming out. He wants to find like outside money, you know what I mean? Like he wants to
Mm-hmm.
reward the holders without having to pay again, you know, where some projects they come out with second, third, fourth, and oh, it's 3 SOL, it's this much, it's that much, because they need more funds, right? They're good for the next 3 years with the war chest, you know. The
Yeah.
IMG deal, you know, top
Yes.
brands, right? IMG deal. The only NFT company has like they have is the OK Bears. A lot of people don't know that, but it was 1 week after the mint, or yeah, it
A
was about
bit longer
one
than
week.
that, no?
Yeah, but it was 1 week after the mint that they approached OK Bears. You know what
Oh,
I
okay.
mean? Like right
Okay,
from
okay.
the beginning, like they were looking at it. They saw the art. It was only announced because they keep all the information really, really close. There's a lot of things happening, brewing in the background, and we only get like 20% of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But
Like
like,
this is like a long-term hold. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
but like how the IMG deals translate with to holders like on a daily basis, or at least like how do you see that happen on the floor price, or even like in the features that have been developed, or the new marketing that have been extended um, from it, right? Because it could also be a big announce and then nothing happened for the holders, right? Or a corporate that try to jump into the NFT while it's like the NFT waves while it's hype, but then gonna disappear during a bear market, right? So yeah, like how do you see it?
Okay, well, if you chase after the floor price, it's a losing battle because you
Mm-hmm.
always need to be in the spotlight. But if you talk about specifically IMG, what I really
Mm-hmm.
like about IMG is like think about it. First of all, I didn't get into it, but the bears basically are marketable. Think about like this is top quality art, top quality company. So think about
Mm-hmm.
like the big ones like Supreme, let's say Supreme,
Yes.
and any top quality brand with the bear, let's say, on it. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yes.
see. I see Lego. You have your bear on a Lego, you have it on a cereal box.
Mm-hmm.
IMG is looking for millions of people, not just the holders. They want to sell it to millions of people. And whenever there's a big deal or whatever, like a big brand deal, the holders will benefit in like the far way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it will, like as soon as there's a big deal, like anything, like they're gonna partner up with something that has to do with the brand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something that is high quality. I'm thinking like Supreme, something like that. Like something high brand and stuff. But we like they're talking weekly. With the
Yeah. Okay.
team and everything like that. And there's weekly talks, but they're not gonna say anything until like it's
Yeah.
signed on the paper, and it's
Yeah.
so tightly wrapped. There's NDAs and stuff like that. Like they cannot say anything until it's actually put into motion. And I don't think they want to like sprinkle it in, and then it doesn't happen, because it happened once. Like there was supposed to be someone famous coming to the OK Bears. They were supposed to give him, but it never really happened. So it was kind of
Mm-hmm.
like, so from that point on, like whenever there was something that, like they just didn't talk about it. So it's basically a top brand marketing firm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
professionals, and whenever there's something big, I'm pretty sure it's gonna like skyrocket the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's certain like companies in the past, like for example, um, the Bubble Goose Baller, right? They were supposed to be
Yeah.
on that. They were supposed to be on Netflix. Their
That
founder
was another one.
was, yeah, I mean, and like their founder, who was an artist who worked with Netflix and stuff, it was
Mm-hmm.
like pretty much a slam dunk and stuff. But it's still a project in the future. It still might happen, but
Yeah.
when it does happen, we'll
Take
know
years.
right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where
Yeah.
the price is going to go high. There's a lot of like examples like that where they promised something, maybe it didn't happen and stuff like that. But
Mm.
the IMG, they're working on it. It's a marketing firm working on it. And yeah, so there's a lot of other cool things about the Bears though also. Like
Yeah.
there's so much things um like just for example, the coin drop, right? Coins backed by gold. A lot of people didn't really understand
Yes.
that. Like 10,000 bear coins. You know, if you didn't know, if you want to know, but like a bit about the bears, all you have to do is buy a coin, and you can have access to the Discord. You know what I mean? Ask all the
Mm-hmm.
questions. In the middle of the coin, there's an art emoji, basically. Like it's about the bear. Again, that goes with the brand. You know what I mean? Like when the kids, they have emojis, they love the poop emojis, the whatever emojis. It's kind of branded for younger audience also. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what does it mean, coin backed by gold? A lot of people have questions like that. You know what I mean? Basically, it's a coin. Okay, so the OK Bear team bought gold, right, for the holders.
Yeah.
It's in a vault
I remember
somewhere.
that.
We don't know. Like we don't want to know. But basically, what it means is that let's say you have a 1 gram gold, right? But that's the price. That's the minimum. If you check the price on it, you'll see that
Yes.
the price right now is a lot more than the value of the gold. But basically what it means, that backed by gold, it means that there's no minimum, right? So if ever the price of Solana crashes, you'll have that amount of gold. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's
what
a
do you
high
do?
OU too, right?
Yeah. So what do you do with an NFT that can never go down? It could just go up. You know what I mean? So if
Yes.
ever the price goes low enough, you can exchange it for gold, right? But basically,
Okay.
it's basically a collectible, right? It's a collectible, and yeah. So we have 10,000 bear coins. There's 1,000 boom boxes, which have. But soon, okay, what you're gonna be able to do is burn 10 grams of gold, and then you're gonna have like a gold medallion, right? It's all have to
That's
do
cool.
with the staking that's coming, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but we're having staking very soon. It's not going to be like any normal staking. There's going to be badges and streaks and basically a whole like social experience, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That could be exciting. And like, did anyone try to swap their gold coin for like actually gold? Did that
Mm,
happen?
it hasn't happened yet. It's not. It's
Okay,
still in the works. You know what I mean?
okay,
Like,
okay, okay. Still
if at
working on it.
any,
Okay.
yeah, it's not there yet. Like we have the gold and stuff like that, but um, yeah, basically it's in the works. It's not there yet, but
Okay.
that's what it's cool about it, because there's a minimum, there's no maximum. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. Like the difference
Yeah.
between like a Charizard, you know, like Pokemon, let's say Charizard, and then the first edition, you know, like
Mm.
stuff like it's a collectible basically.
I mean, and it's always like interesting to try new thing anyway and see how it goes with time and like implementation of the team and the reaction of the community, right? So yeah, as long as they're still working on it and like people are still happy with the project, like there is no reason not to do it, right?
Yeah, but like we always talk about the founders, the people, the
Mm.
community, but there's a team of 30 people. Okay, the OK
Yeah,
Bears have
it's a real
like
company.
yeah, it's a company, because a lot of people, you know, you invest in like NFTs, you're investing in a startup basically. You know, like
Mhm.
you're ensuring that the company goes through, but they have 30 people speaking daily. They have we have 25 builders, you know, building
Mm.
in the background. People like, I don't know, Strike, man. This guy is awesome. I think he's listening right now.
Yes, I see it. Same in
Strike's
the
my guy. He was working on the dressing room, man. You know, like my PFP with the hat and stuff. He
yes,
made that for me, and he put my logo on it, man.
nice.
Basically, what we have is a dressing room. A lot of people are toying with that
Yes.
idea. I think Lily or the Rascals are doing that soon, where they want to have like things for girls and stuff. But we have a dressing room. Basically, during the World Cup, we had jerseys from all over the countries, right? So people could take their bear, but it's not just
Hmm.
like it's seamlessly. You just plug in your number, you click on whatever you want, and boom, you can download it. It takes like 5 seconds. It's super easy. You know,
Yeah,
that's one of the
that
things that. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, sorry. I cut you. Like, yeah, sometimes I have to control myself not to cutting people. But like I know like it was announced also by like the Diga team like to do that. So I don't know like who thought about it first or implement. At least it's implemented okay, so it's cool. But like that kind of like project, like the way you talk about Hokabe, like it remind me like of maybe what do you think? Like, is there any like discussion about talking about moving to Polygon because like the brands are like even like closer to the chain, and for a branding project like OKB, it would like make sense maybe to move to Polygon.
To be honest, I don't know the Polygon. I don't know like too much
Mm.
about it. Okay, but it has been in talks. Okay,
Okay.
basically, OK Bears, not with Polygon, but maybe ETH or something. They have something brewing in the background. Just in like, I'm not
Hmm.
saying that they're going to do it. It's basically an escape plan. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
Solana goes to zero, or they have, you can. There's a backup plan, and if any
Yeah.
company or any NFT doesn't have a backup plan, it's on them. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Frank's already, he's going forward with that. But basically, they OK Bear doesn't have any plans to go to any chain. They have a backup plan in case something
Yeah.
happens, which is really smart. Basically,
Mm.
If Solana goes to 0, your bear is not worth 0. We're gonna go to another chain if anything happens. But they plan on building long term on Solana, because there's certain things, like I think you said on one of your videos, is that there's things that SOL can do that ETH can't do, and the opposite is true also. But I mean, it's so fast. Yeah, exactly, Meta, man. SOL is not going to 0.
Yeah.
It's just backup, man. But that's just smart. It's business, you know what I mean? And it's just smart to have
100%.
a backup plan. But yes, they're not going to SOL. I mean, they're not going to ETH. They're staying in SOL. We're gonna be number 1.
Let's go. Yeah,
So,
like, honestly, like, the competition post like DeGod migration and youth migration, that's gonna be interesting to see, right? Because like I can see like some big players, even like OKB is like probably like part of it too, right? But like I'm excited to see like Blocksmith and ABC, because I got some bags in it, so that would be interested by that. But OKB can be a huge player for like this year's, right? Like 100%.
The thing is, like Kaisa said it, he wants to be number 1, and it's going to be in about 2 months. You know, like things are starting to roll out. There's going to be merch. Okay, merch. I mean, every project has merch, but it's top quality. It's going to be top quality, and it's going to be viable by anyone who holds a bear. But basically, there's going to be staking, and basically, he basically said he's going to do whatever it takes. Okay. Whatever it takes to be number 1, and it's gonna happen. Like we know, like everything is gonna be put in motion. You know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, so sorry. I cut you again. Go for it. Finish.
No, but basically, there's so much things brewing in the background that we don't know about. You know, there's like new hires, RLX, AR man. You know, RLX, who worked for Moonrank. He's the lead engineer. He was the one that created the website for the mint on the boomboxes, and man, that was such a great experience. It was similar to the Utes experience, you know, when you clicked on it, something happened and stuff, and then like it was super cool and animated. We also have like new recruits, you know, Vaz, OK Jingos, giving like 101s to like people in the space and the OGs and stuff. So it's really cool, man. There's a lot of like things coming, that's for sure. But
that's cool.
The big thing is everything that's released is gonna be pristine. Okay, they're gonna be. Yeah, exactly. Like they don't put out things halfway. Yeah, we made mistakes, you know, like with the hibernation and stuff. But I think what he said that was very big is that. Our biggest weakness are now our biggest strength with RLX and AR Man, who he was like in film and animation producer, you know, and they're working on like, I don't know if you saw the GM video about the GM video about OK Bears and everything around it, man.
I haven't seen it, but like I saw, like I checked like the OK Bears Twitter like before to prepare this live, and like I saw like some GMs like post that it was interesting even for me, because I say, oh, maybe I should do that, like animate like a green screen and some GMs for the channel and stuff like that. But like that could be that's definitely interesting.
See, maybe if I can find it, you know, like, or maybe I'll send it to you after. But it's super crazy, like all the bears are animated and like stuff like that. It's super badass. Like, anyway, so many good things.
Yeah, anything that can explain like the brand, like specifically, it's good for the project, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like if that can be part of it, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have the post right now. I think I can put it in the link somehow.
And
like, anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, but like I don't know exactly. Like I think I can share it like on the stream, but like I'm not even sure to do that 100%. But I'm not gonna risk it. But maybe we can share your screen if you want. If you want to show it to the audience.
No, that's fine. It's fine. We can.
Okay, that's cool.
Put it.
And like, if you think against yourself, because like obviously huge fan of OKBs, like what would be like the weaknesses of the OKBs that you have identified that will not make them the first project on Solana in the next 2 months.
Well, let's get it
2 months.
clear. It's gonna happen. They're gonna be first. Okay. But the thing,
let's go. Everything's gonna be okay.
The thing is, like, we don't need but well, like, they're gonna be first after like a big IMG brand deal probably. But the thing is, with the merch and the staking and everything, it's gonna push them to the top. But the thing is, like, we need more than one. Like, if OKBear's at the top by themselves, like, it doesn't happen. So for Solana to do good, we need the Rascals, we need the ABC, we need the DGen apes, we need the SMBs. Like everyone's talking about who's going to be number one, but we're talking about, like, for Solana to be great again, we need like 10 projects to be like at the top. Like, that's why there was a recent post about the OKBears with the OK sign, and there was like all the different like companies and stuff, all the different NFTs, and it was super cool. Like, again, I'll probably post it in the video somewhere. But like, what is their biggest weakness? I think is marketing. Like you said, you don't know anything about what's happening on OKBears, and that's a big problem. People don't know. Like, we push it out, information, things don't happen, but those are things that we're working on. Like, I know they're working on maybe hiring a marketing team or whatever, but that's to me, that's the biggest issue. We need to push out more of the information, and that's probably the biggest thing. Where even Head Sauce, I had a conversation for 2 hours, and he talked to me. He's like, what's happening with the OKBears? He made like 2 videos on them and still doesn't really know what's brewing in the backgrounds. And part of it is keeping the information close to the belt. Part of it is not reaching the audience enough. Like, the GM video is awesome, and like, people haven't heard about it yet. Like, maybe it's not resharing enough people, or maybe we're gonna have to find strategies for that.
That's definitely interesting. Like, for me, it's not like I didn't pay attention or something like that. It's just because, like, it's not part of my, like, the thing that I understand the most. Like, I'm a nerd. Like, okay, so branding, like, I know what branding is, etc. Like, when you base all of your project around like a brand project, I don't get exactly where is that going. And like, I prefer like builders project because I was like software engineer before, and so I understand that, like, I can invest in Blocksmith and Famous Fox and stuff like that. That I can buy, right? And even like at the time when like the DeGods pushed like the first like thread about the PHP tax, for me it was like a builders project too, right? Then they like change implementation, etc., to turn into a marketing / community powerhouse, right? But like the brand one, like I didn't get it. So it's not like it's a bad project or like it's like a bad narrative. It's just not for me. And then after the whole debacle about the risk brand and like stuff like that, I say, okay, I'm out, right? But that's why I wanted to have the conversation with you to exactly know more and like share, even like for the audience, like the people who kept like OKBears for maybe far too long, to like going back to the roots and like talk about it again and see what's up after like a year. Like, the project is like a bit less than a year, right?
Exactly. But like, you know what? It's like Sammy says Kais has been more active, recently, and sometimes it's like, it's about the team and it's about the people, but it's also just like reaching audience. How many bears do you actually have on your Twitter? You probably don't have many, and that's why the information, like, if I post it and 100 people repost it, or even 1,000, but you don't have any of them on like following, it's about reaching a higher audience. Like, the marketing is on point, like the art is sick and it's relatable. It's just reaching a higher audience, and that's what I mean more specifically.
That's true. Like, thinking about that, like, when did I saw someone with like a OKBears PFP? Like, except you, there is not that much that at least in my cycle. Maybe I'm too deep into DeGods and Blocksmith and cycles, so I don't see them a lot. But that's a possibility too, right?
Yeah, but by the end of the video, I'm sure you're gonna be buying at least one bear. Like,
that's a possibility,
into the community and you're gonna have to know for yourself. You know, like honestly, I'm gonna convince you by the end of the podcast. You know,
Yeah,
like,
man, like that. I mean, like that's the almost the goal of the podcast too, right? Like make people buy like if they vibe with the thesis, right?
yeah. But I
So
mean, like,
that could be cool.
yeah, with my last guess, I was kind of joking around it. I'm like, no, I don't need to shill you on OK Bears. They speak for themselves, man. And
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, like
but
like it is definitely like triggered my interest, and like yeah, again, I wanted to know what's happening in the community and from the inside before like pressing the buy button, and that's exactly why like I like this channel and the opportunity that's basically bringing it onto me, because like again, I can meet nice people that I will not have met in any other situation, and even like people from other projects, etc., that can join the channel and have a live. That's exactly what we're doing, and that's the reason why I want to continue to talk to people, to engage with the project and get the why of what they are doing, right?
yeah, no, I mean, what do you categorize the DeGods as? You know, do you think they're really? Is it really like a? Um, in my opinion, I feel like it's a PFP project. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
100%.
But like, the thing is, like, their biggest utility was staking, and like now they have again and stuff like that. Where, you know, like, let's be real. You know what I mean? In my opinion, a lot of people think the DeGods are overvalued right now because it's
Yeah,
pumping. But when you consider like what people are talking about switching
yeah,
to ETH and then going to like from ETH, right now they're worth about 3 ETH, I think, or more or less,
yeah,
and people think that they should be valued at 10 ETH. So actually they're
yeah,
undervalued and stuff like that. But when you
exactly.
look at OK Bears, who have all these things brewing in the background at 60 SOL, they're less than like I was shilling my ETH friends OK Bears.
Hmm.
I'm like, man, they're so undervalued right now, and like they're only at 60, like 63 SOL right now. You know, like,
Hmm.
and in a matter of like 2 months, they're gonna be like doubled, if not tripled. And yeah, that's where they're undervalued, and if not more, and then SOL goes up, and then whatever. You know what I mean?
Like again, like so for me, again, like DeGods is like a community project, so then you can put whatever the fuck you want behind that. But like every time there is an announcement from Frank on the DeGods team, they're breaking crypto Twitter. Like everyone is talking like about everything, like the royalties, like the move to the migration, like even like the youths, the second youths collect, like the youth collection, the tube, etc. Every announcement, everyone is talking about it on Twitter Space for weeks, and then like they're cooking, etc., for months, and then like they bring back the conversation and that the attention to them, and that's basically what NFT is, right? Like if you take Bored Ape, like if I'm not wrong, like it's kind of the same thing. Like they were able to attract a superstar and like change, have like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, whatever. That makes people talk about the collection, and then the floor price is taking off. And your floor price is almost like your basically biggest utility, like because you're making everyone in your community like a shit ton of money, and that's gonna speak loud again on crypto Twitter, etc., right? And then again for DeGods, you have like the innovation, if you want to call that way, even if like yeah, like people will say it's like a Google form, a nice design Google form, but like the whole experience behind it, that can help like people from Web2 to feel it at home because it works well and the user experience is great. So yeah, you can trust more the project, and then like you bring ever more and more people to it, and then like that's how you grow community again and again and again, right? If you are able to do that multiple times, then the market will confirm like that you are like on top of everything else, and then like you move to the next one, and then you implement it again, and then your floor price is going like to the roof, etc., etc. So it's a machine that works, that proved to be work. And then like now the big question is, are they going to be able to replicate the same success on ETH? I'm gonna tell you that in 6 months.
Well, you can't fade Frank. People that fade Frank just
No.
are not holders, or like that. He's a
Yeah.
genius. Like I don't, maybe not a genius, but he's fucking smart, and like he's really good at like
Yeah.
garnering attention and stuff like that. He's
Exactly.
really good, and like Kais has actually said that like we're gonna be focusing on the floor price, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
important. So is it staking? Is it staking? He says like it's something that we've never seen before on
Mm.
any NFT. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
ETH, Polygon, Solana, we've never seen it before. Is it gonna happen? I think so. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
revolutionary. Badge system, depending on how many you hold, what you hold, depending on the traits and certain things like that, you'll get more, and it's gonna be sick. I like that's just the beginning. You know, like
Yeah. But again, and like it's an attention economy, right? Like so,
mm,
the more you have like voices on our ecosystem, aka like Twitter Spaces, talking about your project, the more people will get hype about it and gonna go to Magic Eden and buy your shit, right? So
yeah,
again, like, yeah, and you're right. Like the biggest asset from like the DeGods team is like obviously Frank, right? Okay, like other guys are talented too, but like the at least the public face of like the DeGod is like so Frank, and like when you talk with him or when you listen to him, like for me it was like his understanding of the NFT ecosystem that made me think like, okay, these guys like understand something that other people don't, and then the market like uh, prove him right, because again like 600 SOL, right? Even if like at the time of the mint, like okay Beers was like crushing the numbers of volume. Honestly, to be to be honest with you, like I always afraid like DeGod will be Facebook and another project will be TikTok, and TikTok
mm,
will be cooler than anything else, and then
mm.
we're gonna get flipped, right? But
Well,
and at that time of like when I saw the volume of OKBs, I said, "Oh fuck, man, we fucked."
yeah, but
And
like
yeah,
in a matter of a month, in a matter of a
yeah,
month, they flipped every single project, and it
yeah,
was
exactly.
crazy. But the thing is, it's timing. It's timing. It was
Mm,
still about Soul was still about 80 Soul, or it was worth $80 to $60,
mm,
something in that range. But it was the timing, okay? Because I made a video about this, talking about why they pump so much. And honestly, it was just when there was OpenSea was integrating Solana project. That's one thing. Second of all, like people started like looking like at Solana projects. Like a lot of ETH heads were looking at Solana, and that was a big
mm,
thing because they started pumping like crazy, and then like it started garnishing attention. Like it went from 0 to 20 very quickly, but then it started skyrocketing like crazy, where they started from the bottom and then they started coming up. If you look at Trip and Ape, they started at 100 and then they went slowly down because the market people weren't buying and going up. So like they started really low and then they started garnishing attention. It was
mm.
like on OpenSea, it was top three with Bored Ape and like Mutant
Yeah,
Apes. It was on the
that was
top three
massive.
collection, and then they're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like the thing is, it was relatable. The
Yeah.
art is relatable to Bored Ape. You know what I mean? They had
Mhm.
a similar style, very
Yeah.
clean, very simple background, clean
Yeah.
art, and that's why they're like, man, it's the next Bored Ape. So, like Solana is the next Bored Ape on Solana, and like we gotta, like everyone started buying, buying, buying. I know that one guy
Yeah.
had he had a candy machine and he bought like 100 bears and stuff. Anyway, something crazy big number, and yeah, it was just like popping off like crazy, like you said, attention. And for that
Mm.
span of like the 2 weeks where they went to 250, they flipped the DeGods, like at a
Yeah.
certain point. And like you said, the volume, the sheer volume in like a month, they made
Yeah.
more than all the other projects put together. So it was just crazy. And
Yeah.
for
It
me,
was
that
massive.
experience that I experienced, like, yeah, hindsight is 2020. Like when it was at 250, I thought it was going at 500, because if it did all that volume and it climbed like crazy, like if
Yeah.
I would have sold, and then right now I would probably be holding about 10, 15 bears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I sold, if I stabled up, but you never know. You never know. Like
Mm.
yeah, like if you're smart and you know crypto, you knew that it was going down because of recession, because of things that are
Yeah,
happening and stuff like that. But hindsight is 2020. You know, like
yeah,
the attention they had in that 2 weeks is
yeah.
crazy.
But and like what you think like the welcome pack and like the wristband was part of it, right? Like kill the
Mhm.
momentum right away of the project. If they executed that better, they would have probably like maybe had a better chance at stealing the first spot, right?
Nah, man. To be honest, like honestly, like people are nitpicking. You know what I mean? Like all the
Yeah.
things that the DeGods get, they were just focusing on the small thing. Like, oh, wristbands. This honestly was a
Mm.
meme. Anyone holding an OK Bear was just like, wagbo. Like it was actually garnering more attention. We're like, we got wristbands,
Mm.
yeah. Like it was a vibe. You know, it was a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, we got the like people were clowning us and then we're clowning back. Man, I think it was over pushed. You know what I mean? Yeah, it did take
Yeah.
3 months. The welcome pack took 3 months, whatever. And the thing is, what you need to know about OK Bears is they look at everything. You know, like what are the packaging? What's the packaging gonna look
Mm.
like? You know, like even the wristband, like the detail, what's gonna look inside, what's gonna look outside. They
Yeah.
they over nitpicked on stuff, which was the reason why it took so long. Like
Yeah.
the quality of the welcome pack, yeah, it's
Mm.
just a wristband with a lot of things. You can't see it there, but I put up my welcome pack and like I put them in frames and stuff. Like and I still have my Wagbo. Just give me a second. Actually,
Nice.
I need to get my wristband on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, please, branding on, man. That's a true hockey bears holder here.
So like yeah, we're joking around, but like this is the quality of this. You know, like they give you
Yeah.
this with the pin in the back. You know, we're gonna be okay. Stuff like that. Yeah, I'm rubbing it in, man. But honestly, Hisuna, if you really want one, like just message me here, man, and we'll find a way to get you one. There's still holders that like there's people that have like 100 bears. They don't need 100 welcome packs. So some of them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They have it. You know, like look at the quality of this. I framed it because it looks so badass. But look at
Yeah.
the art and stuff like that.
No, it's
We're
clean. It's
gonna be
clean.
all good. You know, like yeah, we're fighting the OK Bears. I got my
Yeah.
wristband. That's all I want.
See, that's what. Yes, let's go. Now we can start the live,
Yeah.
man. Like, yeah,
Yes.
know your own brand.
Sammy loves this, man. Look, this is for the Wagbo team. Look at this, Wagbo. We're gonna
Yeah.
be okay. It's even on the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
But
the
like,
quality. Yeah, but like we
that's
don't take
too
ourselves
much, man. Too
seriously.
much.
No, but
Like we're turning this live into a chill fest, man. That's too much. I, do you think like okay, so I have the same theory like for like Web3 games when like the development of like developing the game by itself is taking way too long for to keeping the attention on the project of your game, right? So if like the founders of any project, okay, or any other project are taking months to develop like a killer idea, but then like they're not able like to grab the attention, and then like you're gonna lose your holders, or like and it's even harder to reactivate people on Twitter, etc., etc. Like, do you think it's better to ship faster but smaller steps, or like create something every quarter, like for example every 3 months, something big and be able to maintaining like the hype like with short sprint. I don't know, it's kind of like there is a paradox between like shipping something interesting and internet breaking and wait 3 to 6 months to see something, right? Which is like kind of the strategy of Yuga Lab right now. But can we do that on Sol? Like, are the cultures completely different? It's a founder's question that it's kind of fundamental. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, like there has to be a just middle. You know what I mean? The quality. If you know Wagbo, you know like the OK Bears. You know it's top quality, And like
Mm.
that's the reason why we don't have merch yet, or we should have got merch maybe like 2 months ago, but it's top quality. Like whatever you get, you're not gonna get like a sweatshop T-shirt with slapped on like a logo on it. It's gonna be like top quality. They're looking at,
Mm.
like they vent. They go to like they go to the companies, like the top quality brands, and it
Yeah.
needs to be like so. Yeah, I think there should be a just middle. The thing is, like, if you're on Solana, like they're impatient. Like we're
Yeah.
slowly trying to make them understand. Like things that go on ETH and stuff. Like sometimes you don't
Yeah.
hear about, like for a year you don't hear about a project, and then they
Yeah.
send out a thing like you said, what Yuga Lab does and stuff, and like no one questions them.
Yeah.
But okay, very cool. Like they often get questions and stuff like that. There should be a
Yeah.
just middle.
But I think that's because of the price, right? Like you don't ask question when you are up like 1,000 times and
Mhm.
your fucking PFP is worth like a house or two or three.
Mhm.
And then like if there is nothing happen and your price is going down, 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 then you go back to your founders and say, yeah, what the fuck, right? Like
Well,
same thing for like DeGods again, like because I'm
yeah.
going back to that, but like um having a floor price at 600, like you just shut up and relax and wait for the next announcement, right? Because you are
Mhm.
always one announcement away of like breaking your floor price and like 2x 3x your bag, right? So but
Yes.
like it's an interesting challenge for founders.
Yeah, definitely. Well, no one questions Frank because, like you
Yeah.
said, the floor price is there, and like I feel like no one questions him because they know that he's gonna have something. He has something in his pocket
Yeah.
and stuff. And I feel
Mm.
like the reason why like the OK Bears are at that price is that they don't know the true value.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not in Discord. Like the other day we had a town hall and there was about 64 people, but that's 64 people out of 5,000 holders. There's a lot of people that are not there during the town halls. They don't really follow and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But honestly, like people don't know the true value, and that's why it's at that point. You know what I mean? And then the DeGods, for some people that think it's overvalued and stuff, but
Mhm.
really, like it's the OK Bears that are not. They don't know the true value, and that's why like a lot of people are listing at a certain price because in a certain in a certain few months, maybe 2 3, you'll see the
Mhm.
floor price rise because you'll see things moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kais is more vocal. He's a lot on almost all the Twitter spaces recently and stuff like that, showing the voice. And yeah, he's more vocal
Yeah.
these days.
I think that's the way to go, right? And even for us, like you can even draw a parallel between us, like content creators, and like NFT project in a way of like, like short videos are like performing better because like they are easy to digest than
Hmm.
like even my first video than in long format, like 5 to 10 minutes
Hmm.
like and but I can produce more shorts so I can get more traction. And like if NFT project can produce shorts, maybe they can like shorts in a way of deliverable, right? Not shorts. I mean, if you want to use our channel to produce short, like yeah, let's do it, right?
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
having those short deliverables all the time, like you become like the fucking like first project that getting attention like 24/7.
Well, that's a good
Yeah.
parallel to start talking maybe about our YouTube
Yeah, exactly.
channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I started doing a podcast,
Mm.
and I think the difference between a podcast and maybe long form or short form will get the attention going. It'll probably
Mm.
climb up, and then you have to have some kind of like, your steak, your potatoes and your fries and
Mm.
stuff like that. You need some substance, right? And for
Yeah.
me, that's my videos. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
some of them are 30 minutes, some of them are an hour and 20 minutes and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of everywhere, but what I want to do is not make it too long and stuff like that. And I think
Yeah.
my recent ones, I've been trying to cut it down to about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
where and maybe cut them down. So that's my strategy. It's going to be in the
Mm.
future is like try to cut down take a video and maybe cut it down and maybe make smaller videos or smaller segments and stuff, so that also trying to make short form. And that's the thing is, like, people don't know what the work behind like a YouTube channel is, you know, like
it's crazy.
yeah, because I don't, do you edit all your videos and do you do your
Yeah, I'm doing
thumbnails?
everything, but I'm full time. Like since September, yeah, I'm completely full time on the channel. So yeah, I have more time like to edit, learning everything, and yeah, then you have the daily job, right? So maintaining like a podcast, like you're doing, plus like editing, and like man, like even chaptering your videos that take you 1 hour or like it's crazy.
Just thinking about a title, just thinking about your
Yeah.
thumbnail, overthinking your thumbnail is crazy. Like,
Mm.
it takes me like so long just to edit. You know, like the other day with Head Sauce, the video was about an hour and 50 minutes, and I cut it down to 120 and stuff. But think about like a 2 hour video, trying to cut it down, but
Yeah.
like all the ums and pauses and stuff, cut
Yeah.
that out. Trying to make it not sound like a robot and stuff, adding the
Yeah.
music, and just crazy long time. And then like,
Yeah.
you know, there's like you're doing this full time. I have a full time job, and I have a weekend job also. So like, it takes time.
Damn.
That's why I'm
Busy.
that's why I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm busy, but that's why I'm thinking like live, and this is cool. And then if you
Yeah.
have people like listening, and then you can post it after for those of you that missed it, you
Exactly.
know. But I think that's what I'm gonna like go towards, you know, like if I want to get
Yeah.
to know someone, hey, go on a live with me, and everyone can get to know them at the same time. I think that's how I'm gonna slowly get to.
Yeah,
But
like 100%. And like for example, like right now we have the viewers, and like for the channel, like you have to collect to reach a certain hours of watch time. Like basically, like that's almost 1 hour of watch time on the channel that will be added. Like so, multiplied by the number of viewers. So that's live or perfect, because after that, even like you will get like the VOD, then you can get a couple of views. So you stack up the stuff. Yeah. So basically, we're farming view right now. So let's continue talking for hours, guys.
yeah. But honestly, like what it is, like, so I started 11 months ago. You know, I started doing videos more for beginner help, top 10 or
Yeah.
project deep dives. It was mainly to grow, maybe to get whitelist and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
was kind of like to get my name out there. I wanted like projects and people to know me. But 4 months ago, I decided to switch from like making like cool or popular videos to like making a podcast. Okay, so basically, the bear market, there's no projects to talk about. I'm just trying the new things, reinvent myself maybe. But you know, like I don't know, my channel is really cool right now. You know, like I said, basically I want to get to know people, but basically find the diamonds in the rough. You know, like people like know that they're badass, but like try to like talk to them, you know, find their stories, their biggest wins, their biggest losses, try to learn from their experience. To be honest, you talked about monetizing. That's my goal. My goal by the end of the year is to be monetized. I'm about 1/4. You know, like I have 220, 230 subscribers. By the end of the year, I want to have 1,000 subscribers and get the watch time also. So I'm a quarter the way for both, because my format is really long. So if people watch the whole video, it's like an hour. So
Yeah.
it goes
Exactly.
up quickly. But like, I don't know, like yeah. So my goal is
Yes.
my goal with this podcast is to monetize, but also to get like freaking cool people. You know, like I
Yeah.
want to get Nate Rivers. Nate, if you're listening, I want to get you on my podcast. You know, I want to get AGTE. You know,
Nice.
Frank, Carlos, even Mark Coulter, man. I love Mark Coulter.
Mark, yeah, like it is really nice. Like we are in a DM, like it like have a hard time reaching to him still, but like yeah, we should be like I'm pretty sure I can have it on the channel too. So it could be cool like to have multiple like streamers and like content creators all together talking about like NFTs and stuff. That could be interesting. And like
Yeah.
see like Tony Crypto, like that's we are talking because he is also like a crypto French crypto YouTuber, and it took him like 2-3 months to reach 4,000 hours of watch time. That's impressive, honestly. It's massive to achieve
Bonjour
that in
Tony,
that
comment
short
ça
time.
va? Yeah, I'm French also.
Yeah. Wait. You're not French. You're Canadian. Wait.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
French?
Yeah. No, the second language in Canada is
Yeah,
French, you know?
yeah, yeah, I know. I spent 6 years in Vancouver, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, Canada
Yeah.
is lit, man.
Yeah. No, actually my French, the side of my father is more French, and my mother's side is English, so I'm like really
Yeah,
bilingual.
nice.
I also speak Korean also. My wife's Korean.
Oh, cool.
안녕하세요 to Koreans out there.
Is there any Korean in like the Okibers community that you know of?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot, but
Yeah,
um, not that I'm anywhere close to a lot of
yeah,
them, but there's Lebanese out there too.
nice.
Where, but there's a lot of UK people. There's big. We're very multicultural, so that's really cool.
Yeah, that's the beauty of NFTs too, right? Like you're talking to people like you in zero chance to talk in real life, and then they're your best internet friends, right? That's cool.
Yeah, but what I really wanted to do is praise you for your like short form, man. It's going
Yeah,
like better and better every video,
yeah.
and like I think
Thank you,
it's really
man.
cool.
Appreciate
I
that.
think yeah, so I think like the main difference between podcasts and like YouTube channel is just like you can dive deep. You know, you have
Mm,
one is more conversation style, and the other one's like giving the information or sharing the
yeah,
information. But you know, long form versus short form is like one is more for gaining attention and stuff, trying to
yeah,
get people to the place, but creating an audience or creating like people that are gonna watch every month, like guys like Cody, guys like Jersey. You know, every time they go live, like there's like hundreds of people, and that's what you want
yeah.
to
Uh,
try to.
Ja- yeah,
Yeah,
Jazz is killing it, man. Like I was watching his live the past last week, man. Like
Mhm.
he's really good. Like it's really cool. Like seeing him like losing like 100 of SOL on the Solana shuffle spin stuff. That's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's dope.
hilarious. He's a funny guy.
Yeah,
Like for me, you know, like my personality hasn't like really 100% went through, you
yeah,
know, like I think that I'm a silly funny guy, you know, but like
mm,
on my podcast it's more serious, you know, like talking quiet, you know, like I
mm,
haven't like I have a little Jersey in me, you know, but he's just I feel like he's natural, you know what I mean? Like he's been doing
yeah,
it for a while, and like he's silly, you know, and stuff like that. He really talks to the people that are on the live, you know, like, and
yeah.
it's a skill, you know, I think that you built with time.
100%. Yeah. Like you can work on that. But man, like you have to let your inside Jersey come out and go live like him. Like that could be cool. I want to see that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And like yeah, because like there is also like a separation, like not a separation, but two category of like content creators are more like educational and or entertainers, right? So do you define yourself more that educational side of it, or like do you do a mix of both?
That's a good question. So at first I was more of an entertainer and stuff like that, kind of like
Hmm.
shilling projects and taking deep dives. But my goal, I don't know, like a podcast. What would you qualify a podcast? You know, like I think it's more for entertaining,
Yeah.
more for. I think, like you said, it's a mix of both because you get to learn. Like if you listen to these stories, like some of these OGs in the space, when you talk about like their biggest win and how they found out about projects, or what do you do, how do you alpha, like how do you find your
Mm,
alpha, and some of my talks they talk about the market and stuff, but yeah, like I saw your video the other day about the trader, and I thought that was super interesting.
mm.
Like he was explaining how he made his money and like what he sees and how he trades, and I thought that was super entertaining, but at the same time it was very you know, like you learned a lot from that. I think it was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, that was a nice like a conversation that like that what I like with like trading NFTs and finance, crypto, etc. It's like psychological, like the philosophy behind it, because when you watch like candles, it's basically human behavior that you are like, like, for example, if there is a big red candles, like everyone is gonna panic on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's 100% a social experiment where like the mass is doing something in a response of like an event. And are you going to follow? Are you going to play the game or not? Like same thing, like it's kind of the same thing like the real life, because like during COVID, are you going to buy toilet paper right now with like every crazy person out there? Or are you not going to play this game? But if you don't play, you're gonna lose, right? So trading NFT, crypto, are you going to buy the next hype project? Or are you going to sell your bonk? Like it's insane. It's insane, but that's what also it's fascinating for me, like to be in that industry, because like I can see this human interaction every day, and I really like that. It's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And
So
like,
we have questions in
exactly.
the comments. So I want to ask you, like, what inspired you guys to create content? I'll take this one first, and I want you to think about yours, because what inspired me is money. I mean, I'm a teacher. I need money. You know what I mean? We're not making that much money. And a quote I really like is, what brought you to crypto is money brings you to crypto. Like, no, wait, so you come for money, but you stay for the community. You know what I mean? And I think that's super true, is that you come in here trying to make money, but you stay because of the community, because everyone out there who's in the bear market right now, who's still here, are staying for a reason, because you're not making money. And a lot of the content creators are not there right now. They're slowly coming back because of Bonk and the Soul Prime. Like there's some of like these guys that haven't been there for the past like 4 months and stuff. But yeah, like what really inspires me to do these podcasts, I talked about it. I'm a team player. You know what I mean? I want my OK Bears to succeed. I want guys that I talk to, like you, to like succeed. I want all my friends. Like right now, I'm on Twitter, let's say. Everyone who's been on my podcast, everyone who's says good morning back to me, you know what I mean? I'm out there for the team. I want everyone to succeed. Everyone who was there in the bear market. And that's what really inspires me to create the content. I don't know about you. What do you really inspire? Why did you create the Decoders, and why do you doing all this right now?
Okay. So like realistically, again, like it's for me going out there and talking to a camera and like doing that in my office, like at home, etc. It's like getting 100% out of my comfort zone. And it's after my career as a software engineer and selling my first company, like in March last year, like I wanted to have a challenge that will drive me, because I wanted to try something new. And because of the bear market, and because I had some capitals like to put to live for the like couple of years, that was like the best moment to start that. So I moved to Malta, like buy all of my equipment and start doing that. And after a couple of videos that's still in private because they are really, really bad. I found it like that fucking love it, man. Like scripting, like filming and editing, etc. Like I fall in love with the process. And that I can see myself doing that for a couple, like for the foreseeable future, like a couple of years, like easily. I hope, at least, I'm gonna tell you that in 10 years. But like, so yeah, there is that, and also like I believe that again, content creation will help to shape the next bull market, because what we have seen like in the last bull run with the NFTs and influencers, like I don't really like the influencers on Twitter that shield their bags and like push people to buy their shit coins or like the shitty project because they get paid like 30K for it. But like if we can put like content creators all together around like a Web3 platform, that makes sense, right? Like, and that's what is like Decoders. Again, like it's a decentralized YouTube channel. So if you're watching the channel right now, like when we will mint our NFT, you will have the possibility to win a raffle that will give you the ownership of each video and the revenue from generated from that video, ads and also affiliate marketing, etc. We're gonna pull that all together and share it with the holders, because there is also no reason for content creators to enjoy the success of his YouTube channel when like the whole community made him like he is successful because of his holders, right? So, and Web3 technically allows that to reward our community. So that's, I want to like launch that aspect of the content creation, because it's innovative, like it's cool, it's a nice project, it's talking to me because I can also build the tools that will allow me to launch that project. So now I'm all in, man, like, and I just enjoying the process again, and like also like meeting founders and talking to people like you, etc. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's fun to have a platform to like be able to talk to certain people. You know, like I've talked to a few cool people these days. You know, like I talked to Head Sauce, I talked to Jakey from DeGods. He's also a bear holder. But like I even talked to Cersei, who is in the SMB, you know, like got to know, like, I'm like, hey, you know, how is it, you know, like, because I don't hold the SMB, I don't know, and like all I do is hear about the outside. So like a lot of people that are not holders love to bash on other communities, you know what I mean? And so like I want to know firsthand, you know, like how is it, you know, like how is the DeGods, you know, like can you talk to me about the DeGods and stuff like that? I'm talking to you, but like I know a lot of people that are holding DeGods. Like if you're like, yeah, you see the parties, you see the people drinking out of the shoes, and you know, like the DeGods life, I guess, the college frat parties. But like, what is it? You know, like what's really cool is like people are supporting each other, people are there. You know, like getting firsthand. You know, like firsthand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, are you going to NFT NYC in April? I think
it's in April.
I think, yeah, I've checked that this week, but like, yeah, like I think it's in April.
If it's in April, that would be a lot better, because last time it was like in August. And so I have good news. Basically, like my wife is pregnant right now, and
congrats, man.
Yeah, so she's due in July. So if it's in August again, like I don't know if I will be able to, but if it's in April, I'd want to go, because I'm only 6 hours away from New York. You know, so
that's cool. Yeah, and NFT NYC 2023 April 12-14. Times Square and Hudson Yards.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see, because yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Thanks, Tony, man. But what about you? Are you going?
I think so, because like, bro, like huge FOMO from last year. So I think this year I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, man. I mean, that would be cool, man. Like if we go there, let's have a drink. You know, like for sure. You know,
or 2
or 3. I mean, yeah, when in Rome, right?
Exactly. And hopefully, like Solana will be back to February, April, like ETH 250. Exactly. I want to see Solana at 250.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely, like that's what it's all about, you know, like it's not just about Web3, it's about Web2 connections. And hopefully, you know, go there, do a bit of networking, talking to people, you know, like seeing people in real life. I think that would be badass, you know.
Exactly, man. Like, and like we can drink like beers for more shows together. Like, okay, but DeCod holders, that would be lit.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know Mr. Simply? Mr. Simply is like he's more in the cats on crack, but he's also a bear holder. Now he's a new community builder. Basically, what he does, he takes shoes like Nike shoes, and he does custom art on it. Like, so he can put like
yeah, that's cool.
Man, that guy is a beast. And like a couple of my bear friends have like recently got their shoes and stuff. So that would be pretty badass to have like the OK Bear shoe and like having a shoe out of it and stuff like that.
We need to organize that, man. We're gonna break Twitter with that.
Yeah, exactly. So
that would be
like
cool.
So during the Youth Summit and stuff, people were trying to get attention and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I don't know why I didn't do it, but I really wanted to do it. Like, so I had the idea of like, because I'm Canadian, right?
Yeah.
So instead of doing a shoe, I would have taken a boot, and I wanted to do it out of a
Yeah.
boot, and then like I would have done a booty. So I thought that would have been hilarious. Might have gotten me on the youth list because I didn't get a youth list, so that was funny, hilarious. And so like I
Yeah.
wanted to do a booty, and that would have been hilarious. Just like
Sure,
getting
man. That would be cool.
so like I would have gotten because no one was doing that and stuff. A lot of people were taking like weird things, and like
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a girl or guy who like creamed themselves
Yeah.
in like pink
Yeah.
icing and stuff. I
That was
mean,
something.
yeah. Anyways,
And they floor and they floor their youths after, like the person who did that floor it after.
yeah. I mean, yeah. You made some money. Like, how much did it cost you? It cost you your dignity, but also
Yeah.
it cost you like $5 of icing and stuff. And you made like
I
140
mean,
SOL if you sold the youth at the top. So I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, it's got a grind, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Real
No,
grinder
honestly,
out there.
man, there's so many things I missed out. Like I sort of think about it too much. I'm like, so many of my close friends in the Bears have gotten like the youth list and stuff, and then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
like that's why, I gotta start marketing more. Like if there's a new youth or whatever that's minting out, even the pilots like missed out on that and missed out on a few projects, but
Yeah, you can be in every deals, right? Like that's also like see like the doing the interview with like Otis, what's crypto and NFT traders, right? Like it was like sharing and saying like it's a psychological thing, right? That you have to set up your own mindset, like okay, you need to learn how to take a loss. Like you need to tell yourself that you can be in every good project that's gonna do 100x in 2 hours, right? Or like you're gonna sell your shitcoin like 15 minutes before the next pump, and you need to be good with that, right? And it's hard. It's really hard, but like you have to live to trade another day, right? So same thing
yeah.
for the NFTs.
Yeah, one of my friends showed me the bunk, like literally when it
Yeah,
was at a 50 or something, and then it
yeah,
bumped to like, I'm like, okay, I can't do it, I can't do it, and then boom, it goes to a 130, and then he's
yeah.
like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait a bit until it lowers, but then boom, it goes from 130 to like 650 or something, and then I was like, shit, I missed out, and like. Then I'm always waiting for like another opportunity to go in and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
it just never happened. But
yeah. It's hard like to trade the shitcoin and stuff. Like yeah,
yeah.
that's another stuff that's not for me, man.
Yeah, definitely not for me.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you think about Soul? Like below, you think it's gonna go below 10 again, or?
I hope honestly that I was like a bit worried when Sol was at 8. Like if we would have stayed a bit longer, like I think the most important thing for a coin is like the narrative, right? Like the narrative is good when you go from $2 to 250, right? You're gonna crash 80%, 75%, or Bitcoin and ETH will probably outperform you on the way down because like they are like more stable and safer bet. But like for Solana to go below 10, like you have to have conviction to buy at that time and like not going even like to 5 or like below 5. That would have hurt a lot. But like now that we are back to 16, then the story is like again, like there is hope again. Like people like can okay, maybe we're gonna go higher. Like you can see on crypto Twitter that people are already checking that okay, we're going to all-time high in like by 2024, 2025 in the next 6 months. Maybe we can be at 50, 100. Who knows, man? But like, yeah.
Yeah, so like it depends who you're talking to. A lot of people are like, we're never gonna
Yeah.
go back, but a lot of like the professional traders I talk to is like they think it's false hope right now. It's like it's a bear trap right now. Like
Yeah.
it's a pump that's gonna go down, but I don't feel like it's gonna go that low. I don't think it's gonna go below 10, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Not financial advice, anyone out there, but this is
but
my
a bit.
opinion.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure I don't get sued here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, it's technologically, like the tech stack on Solana, like it's top notch, right? It's working faster. Like there is, if you take everything, like the whole TVL outside of it, like Solana is better tech than ETH. Like, can you even say that? I don't know, but like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna say it. Like, it's then the user experience also is like 10 times better, right, than ETH. Like, you buy an NFT on a fucking OpenSea, or you buy it on Magic Eden, or like Nswap, whatever. It's way easier to do it on Magic Eden than OpenSea, and you don't pay like $200 of network fees when it was like during the bull market. At that time, and even like $3, $5, man, like that's madness, right? But then there is a whole history like the ATVL, and like it's hard. It's hard to know.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like between Sol and ETH and stuff, like between the market and my, you know, like where I'm thinking of going and stuff, like my plan to survive the bar market, if we can call it, is just basically like DCAing a bit, you know, because I'm doing such a bad job of like timing, because when it was at like 10 or something, I thought it was like gonna have that. So like trying to find try to find the bottom is a losing battle, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like long term, like Solana was gonna be good, you know. It might take about a year to go back to like a real bull market, because right now we're kind of like in a small bull. But things are pumping like artificially, in my opinion, because of
but
you know,
and like it's way down in USD valuation, right? But like, okay, like you're going to a floor price of 1,000 SOL for your shitty project because Solana is worth like 2 cents. Like, okay, cool. What are you going to do with that, right? But like, that's what you want to buy, like the blue chip, and then wait and see, and then like take the free shit, they're gonna ship it your way, and that's it, right? Like, send me some gold, I'm good. I can stack my OKBs and send me the gold, baby.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Right. So yeah, and when you have that, then you're chilling. You're okay.
You're okay. We're all gonna be okay. Wagbo.
Exactly.
Right
Wagbo,
there,
man. Give me some Wagbo in the chat.
Yeah, Wagbo's in the chat. Let's go.
But I think like we've talked about like everything we wanted to talk about, right? Like, I have a last question for you. Like, what's a question I should have asked you during this live, man?
Oh man, I don't know. I think we covered almost everything. You know, like I talked about my channel. We talked about like who I am and stuff like that. But maybe I want to ask you some questions. Are you down for that?
No problem.
Why?
Bring me, man.
Where did you get Decoders? Like, why Decoders and stuff? What made you pick that name?
So like, again, so I'm a software engineer, so I'm a coder. There is that. There is obviously like my passive with DeGod, which is like the D that match too. And also like I wanted, with this channel, I want to talk to myself, like people, like talk to myself, but like 2 years before, right? Like, you are in the crypto, you are in NFT, but like you still miss some like parameters to make the real bag. So that's my ideal audience, and I want to decode to you give you my blueprint, and I want to decode like the blockchain tech stack and like a technology aspect of it, like the content creation, like how does that work, even like, man, like how well talk to each other, like what they are doing in their groups and stuff like that. I want to decode all of that. So that's what the name.
Yeah, definitely. It clicked when you said DeGods, Decoders, and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you heard of the Solana SOL Decoders?
Yes. Yeah, I checked that when you mentioned to me. Yeah, that's also like Community 3 project, right? Like it's a PFP from Community 3, right?
Yeah, well, they bought them out, but
Yeah.
it was like it's an
Yeah.
OG project that was really good. And I made a good flip on that and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
yeah, because I was wondering, it's really close. The name was really close and stuff. So
Mm.
I was just
No,
curious.
like,
But
yeah. No, I was not even aware of the project before you mentioned to me, but like, I hope it's a good name, and like, hopefully we can gonna brand it. Like, I want to be like the builders of our content creators. Like, I have ideas of tools that all Twitter Space House can use, and like YouTube channel. Like again, for example, like today I've launched the Decoders app, and the app that I built is basically white. I can label it, white label it to you. So if you want to have your own token and have like share your YouTube analytics and have the raffles for one of the playlists of your YouTube channel and share the revenue for that playlist, I can give you your app, yeah, like your branded app, and then you can implement the watch to earn meta that I'm actually working on.
yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
But can you talk to me about like watch to earn? Can you tell me the
Yes,
specifics of how that works?
exactly. So that's basically the core concept of Decoders, and thank you for doing that on this channel. That's nice, man. So again, like the concept is like every week I will publish one video about cryptos, NFT, whatever. We're going to mint the thumbnail of that video and raffle it to our Decoders holders. So you're gonna have you're gonna stack your NFTs. You're gonna collect the views token, which is gonna be the utility token of the project. And if you win the raffle, you will get 20% of the revenue for that video. So which will be like ads, brand deals, that really where the money is, and affiliate marketing generated from that specific video, but also 10% of the revenue of the whole channel. So we will take 10% of the revenue of the channel, put it into a stacking pool, and with the thumbnail, you're gonna stack the thumbnail to collect every day, every second, like the revenue, those 10%. And that's how we're going to share like our revenue, and that's the watch to earn meta. And again, like if you want to do it on your channel with your own community, etc., I can push the tech for you to implement that like watch to earn model.
Okay.
Was it clear?
Yeah, no, very cool. I
Nice.
feel like the
Perfect.
thing is like everyone's incentive like to push your product in, because
Yes,
if you push
exactly.
you, the more you grow, the more
Yeah,
revenue, the more that we get back.
exactly.
So I feel like
So
it's
yeah.
similar to Hustlers University, I don't know if you
I mean, I already have the haircut, right? So yeah, maybe there is something to do, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but like for example, like you can see, like instead of paying like $50 a month to access my Decoders University, you can just hold this NFT, and then you have access to a private group, or even like another tools that I was thinking about that, like pay like Substack but with Web3 tokens, or like shit like that. All of that, it's possible with a Web3 layer. And if we can get enough traction, then that's a position that that makes money for everyone, right? And instead of having a YouTuber that's gonna show you this mention, like 10 million mention, it's gonna be a 7 million mention, but the 3 other million will be distributed in the community, right? So that's the goal.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I mean, yeah, I think it's a cool model. What
Yeah.
about the website though? Every time I click on the website, it brings me back to the YouTube channel.
That's a loop, man. That's the loop.
So
Yeah. The website is just a one pager right now. Like there is nothing on the website. But if you go to app.decoders.com, then you can check like the performance of the channel, which I deployed like just before this live, which will be the whole application around like the Decoders ecosystem. I launched that today. And it's basically like you can imagine like it's a Mercury like from Blocksmith, like the first product, which will be again like tracking the channel performances and to see the raffle that will be available as soon as we will mint out our collection, which can happen like probably at the end of Q1, probably Q2, depend of like how I can like create the community around the channel, etc., etc.
So I think it's similar to Raven though, right? The blocksmith. Where
Yeah, exactly. Like that's which is like the red to earn. But yeah, like I was saying Mercury because that's the flagship product they the first product they develop. But yeah, we will get there.
But I think it's cool. Like it's a level higher where you're kind of monetizing the website, not the website, the channel to push it further. And the more you push it, the more you get revenue back and stuff. So it's a really good model.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus, like there is a shit ton of things to do on Twitter Spaces too, right? Like you can think about a way to have the Web3 layers and monetize your spaces, having guests like paid partnership with like a project, having them at the guest, and then facilitate those transactions. That's gonna be the focus for Q1 and plus the community, and then see how the market react and if that we can get initial traction for it. That's money, man.
Yeah, definitely. Because like you get the founders to come on, you get whitelists after, and like it's an endless loop where like the holders will continue getting rewarded for being there, especially at the beginning. Do you have any thoughts about like kind of like what Frank does, you know, like reward the early OGs or something? Is there like a plan to do something like that?
Yeah, so like on the Discord, like you were before we open it to the public, so you are friends, and like the initial like thinking was like to as subscribers of the channel we have whitelist, and for the friend and stuff, like we will increase the whitelist allocation. That's gonna be the first use case of that, like that model. But then, like man, like we can do everything that we want with the OG model and stuff like that. So yeah, like if you have more ideas, I'm open to it. Like again, like the interesting thing with NFT is like also to connect people together, right? So you can have access to, if you were like here before we open it to the public, so you are friends, so you can have access to private group that should have been paid, but you get access for free, etc., etc. There is a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like the networking opportunity and stuff like that. If like, it's really cool. Like,
yeah. Like it's just the beginning. We're just getting started, but yeah, one follower and one subscriber at a time. Like, we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we all gonna make it. You know, like
exactly.
Last question I have for you: do you have any other company or other NFT doing something similar to you that you find as like competition and stuff? Or are you think you're like a pioneer in the space that no one really is like you?
Like there is some like attempt in like, you know, even like managing like Twitter host. Like I know there is like a couple of people that going like putting the effort all together. So that could be a long term like competition between like us and like the Decoders ecosystem. But like I mean, it's the same thing as saying like, yeah, okay, so you starting a YouTube channel, there is like 1,000 of YouTube channel, and are we competitors? Like together, are we competitors, or can we be partners and find a way to like, you come to my channel, I come to yours, and then we like share our communities. There is always something to do on that, and like Web3 allow us to work together in the same goal, because like we have to build everything from scratch. So like instead of like, yeah, you build your stuff, I build my stuff, and let's compete, like we can work together to achieve the same goal and like do something even bigger, right? So like if there is enough like any competition like directly, I haven't found you yet, so maybe it's not too late for me to start doing it anyway. But like, yeah, if you know any like person that are like trying to start a watch to earn meta stuff, like something like that, or decentralized YouTube channel, just bring it out. I want to talk to them, man.
Yeah, no, cool. I like your view on that, because uh, we're not really in competition. We're like we're basically everyone's in competition, but we're
Mm.
like, you don't see them as the enemy. You see them as like, hey, let's build
Yeah,
together. Like
yeah,
let's
exactly.
bounce ideas off each other. It's kind of like similar to who's number one conversation, which is pointless because we need 10 companies. We need 10 NFTs to go to the next level. If
Yeah,
there's only one at the top, it's very lonely, and Solana
yeah,
is gonna
exactly.
climb when everyone climbs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But like it's like in a business, like they say, like yeah, if you are on a beach and then you have like ice cream like vendors, like is that better to put like ice cream like shop at the both extreme point of the beach, or is that better to come together and bring the traffic to that point? And that's actually like the way to, when you join the two businesses together, that you bring more traffic and you get everything together, right? So
Mhm.
that's basically the same image I have like with that decentralization YouTube channel slash content creation, right? Because
Mhm.
again, like it's permissionless, right? By definition. So do what the fuck you want. Let's compete or let's work together and see where what we can do, right? Because
Mhm.
again, that's gonna change the whole narrative of content creation. So yeah,
Yeah,
if
definitely.
just one guy gonna win, like at least we have changed the industry forever, and that's what really matters at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's a good way
Yeah.
to end the conversation. We're all
Yep.
gonna make it.
Exactly.
Wagbo, everything.
Wagbo guys, yeah, and
Wag me.
let me check Magic Eden so I can see if I can find a beer that I can vibe with.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
I'll see you in the fountain very
Yeah,
soon.
exactly. Or
uh,
at least at NFT NYC, like drinking beers from the boutiques.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Let's drink a beer from the booty.
that's gonna be. I can't miss that, man. That's why I want to. That's why I want to go to NFT just for that moment, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because it's gonna be April, so I think I'm gonna have to bring my winter boots to the party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but please, like, use another like a pair of shoes. Like, you never know, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But you know what? It's like the Germans. You know, they have the Das Boot. You know, like
Oh
the
yeah,
boot.
yeah.
So I think maybe I'll bring something like that. Maybe we can do a booty
Nice.
together.
Wait.
So,
Sold, sold.
man. All
Okay.
right.
Anyway,
So,
thank you so much for the live. That was a really nice conversation, and I hope like chat you loved what we talk about today. And
mhm.
yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Trust and the Decoders channel. Let me. It's a bit late, but like Trust channel that Beer Hug Radio on YouTube. So please subscribe to him if you haven't done already. Subscribe to the Decoders channel, and I will see you in the next live. Thank you so much, and yeah, Trust. See ya.
Wagbo. Ciao,
Wagbo.
guys.